Hello, let me begin by asking you a question. Have you ever heard someone say something like, are we talking or are we talking? Or, yeah, I'm up, but I'm not up. If that sounds familiar, congratulations, you've used what linguists call contrastive focus reduplication, or just contrastive reduplication. It's a bit of a mouthful, so let's break it down. At its core, contrastive focus reduplication is a way we double a word or phrase to show that we mean it in the real, prototypical or serious sense. So when someone says, do you like him or do you like him? They're not repeating themselves by accident. They're making a very specific distinction. Like could mean friendly, but like, that's romantic, possibly even flirty. And this kind of doubling is called contrastive because it highlights a contrast, and it's called focus because it places emphasis on the intended meaning. Where does it happen? In English, you'll usually hear this construction in casual speech, often when people are clarifying, correcting, or teasing. And what's really cool is that the first word is spoken with contrastive stress. We emphasize it with our voice, as you may have heard already. So we don't just say like a robot. We say, do you like him? Or it's not just cake, it's cake. And yes, this works for more than just single words. You can reduplicate phrases, idioms, and even inflected forms. And some examples include, I'll make the tuna salad and you make the salad. Is that carrot cheesecake or carrot cake? I talked to him that week, but I didn't talk to him. It's cold, but not cold. You can even hear it when people talk about places. Are you from New York or New York? Are you Irish or Irish? Which of course means, are you from the state or the country or the city, etc. And why do we do this? Well, this kind of reduplication helps us zoom in on the realest, truest, or most typical version of the word. And linguists sometimes call this the prototype, the default mental image we have for a concept. So when you say, I want coffee, you're saying not a mocha, not a frappuccino, just a regular, straightforward, actual coffee. It's a form of motivated redundancy. You're repeating the word not to waste time, but to sharpen the meaning. Now, a couple of technical notes, just in case you're curious. The first part, as I said, of the reduplication carries contrastive intonation. That's where the emphasis goes. The second part often carries any grammatical endings or inflections. For example, we talked last night. Here, talk is the real verb, and talked carries the past tense ending. And this shows how contrastive reduplication isn't just playful, it follows real grammatical patterns in English. And it's not just English, other languages do this too, though not always in the same way. And I apologize for my terrible German, but in German someone might say, ist mein Freund, aber nicht mein Freund, which means he is my friend, but not my boyfriend. In Canadian French, French often occurs to the kind of French spoken in France, not in Quebec. So this pattern where we repeat a word to signal the real version seems to be fairly common across different cultures, language groups, and it is especially common amongst younger speakers and informal settings. So to sum it up, contrastive focus reduplication is when we repeat a word or phrase to mean the real, prototypical or serious version of that thing. It's especially common in informal spoken English. The first word gets the extra emphasis and the second part often carries any grammatical endings. It can apply to words like, phrases, talked, idioms, and even place names. New York. And yes, other languages do it too. And once you notice it, as always, you'll hear it everywhere. And you might start using it even more yourself. Because sometimes you're not just awake, you're awake.